Welcome to the Missouri Valley Conference Game of the Week preview show presented by Mercy, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider of the Missouri Valley Conference. With Coach Steve Prohm, I'm Harry Schroeder, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. on your local Gray Media station and on Matrix Midwest here in St. Louis, the Racers will be battling Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls. And Steve, before we talk about that one, how important was your big win against Drake this weekend? It ended a long winning streak for them, but also you guys were kind of in a place of needing something to break through.
Yeah, we needed a momentum win. You know, we've been close. We've lost a lot of close games. You can go West Kentucky, Charlotte, Utah Valley at home. The margin for error is so thin. And then Illinois State the other night, it's a 1 point. We started off slow, and it's a 1 point game with a minute to go and end up getting beat there. But Indiana State was 4 with about a minute to go. And so we sometimes when your back's against the wall and you go on the road, sometimes you play your best basketball. And Drake's obviously a really, really good basketball team, and they do a terrific job. And I thought our guys from when we started practice the day after Illinois State game to the buzzer sound, I thought we really dialed in on what we had to do and to understand the deficiencies we had and what we had to clean up and get better.
What did you guys do better in that particular game?
I just thought we were consistent for 40 minutes with our physicality. It's a physical league. I mean, it is a physical league. And I thought we showed great resilience and toughness. We didn't get off to a great start. It's one thing if you really watch Drake's games, they usually kind of get off to a pretty good start. And, just with their style of play, you don't want to get behind the 8 ball. But we responded to that, went into half tied, and really came out in the second half and were able to really defend them. And, we're able to extend our lead to where we could weather the run that they made, which you knew they were going to make one. And then, Harcum hit some big shots. And then, defensively, our team, I thought, just played with great purpose and toughness. And I think that's the thing we have to, we get to the free throw line, we have to make better paint decisions. You know what I mean? Drive and kick. And Drake's a 1-dribble kick game. Northern Iowa's a 1-dribble kick game, not 2 dribbles. You go 2 dribbles, you're going to be in trouble. And I thought our guys really responded to things we had to change.
Yesterday, you guys held Sturts to 13 points. He still had a good game, but I thought AJ's defense was terrific on the real breakout player in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Yeah, Sturts is terrific. Got good size, good feel, crafty defensively too. With steals, can make threes, can find guys. Terrific in pick and roll. We're big fans of his game, but thought AJ had a lot of confidence in AJ being able to do the best job he possibly could against him. And, he missed a couple open ones, which is kind of part of it. But I thought AJ did a good job of just kind of wearing on him and staying with them. And, we just didn't want to get guys behind us. And I thought we did a good job with that.
People talk about Drake's defense, but I want to talk about your defense. You're holding people to under 29, maybe under 30% from the 3-point line. And at times you make it really difficult for people to get 3-point shots off. Talk about that emphasis on your team.
Yeah, we've kind of made a point emphasis with that. Now on the flip side, you can get, we've got to continue to get better in driving and being understanding how we need to help and still not give up threes. And, but the 3-point line is a game changer. And, with a guy like yesterday with Mascara, you can't let him get loose. We played Nebraska and they had I think a Siegen or something was his name. He got loose. And, the 3-point line can be a big game changer. And, so we want to limit that, but we got to do a better job of limiting the 3, but also keeping that ball out of the paint.
You mentioned Harcum's big threes late in the game, and I thought Jacoby had a huge shot with the game on the line as well. Talk about the leadership quality that Jacoby brings to your squad.
Yeah, I think he's just a great team guy. Everybody, rallies around him, thinks a lot of him. He was in and out some yesterday when we had to sit him. We're trying to rest these guys a little bit more. I thought maybe we're playing too many minutes, but he brings great leadership, toughness, made a huge and one there. We want to get Harcum's minutes down a little bit just because thought he was missing a lot of good shots, over these last couple of games. And you look at his percentages, and he's a really, really good shooter. And he was able to come through with the money shot.
Talk now also on Wednesday, out of the fire into the pan, or however they say it. Northern Iowa's no piece of cake, of course. And talk about you guys just have finished, and so you've barely got a chance to look at UNI, but you know the Panther way and the way they play. Talk about the challenges that Ben Jacobson's team brings to you for Wednesday night.
A lot of similarities. Like you said, we're about to dive into it right now. And then we'll go walk through some practice this afternoon and go again tomorrow, and still don't play till Wednesday. So we got a lot of time, but um, hard place to play. It's going to be another physical game. Titan Anderson, just, one of many, good pieces that they have, but you're going to have to guard a lot of actions. You're going to have to keep them off the glass. You're going to have to not let their gap defense and their activity hands bother you. And so a lot of things we did well the other day, we got to clean it up and then hopefully do it better if we're going to have a chance to win on Wednesday.
Ben's been there 19 years. What do you appreciate? What do you respect about a guy that's been able to stay one place that long and be successful that long?
Yeah, that just speaks to the character of Ben, I think. And he texted me yesterday after the game, um, that hey, I like your team, and if you need anything, because they know we're up here in Iowa for 3 days, 4 days. So if you need anything, let us know. And I think a lot of him as the elder statesman of this league. I've got a relationship going back with him from when I was at Iowa State, and we did different functions together, whether it was golf events, coaches versus cancer events. But I think a lot of him and the way he goes about his business on and off the court, just his character and his professionalism.
Final thoughts. You mentioned that you're trying to get some guys some rest. I noticed in the game against Drake, really 8 guys played, and one of them only about 5 or 6 minutes. Do you have to still develop some depth here as the season goes along?
Yeah, I think we're at 8. I don't know if we're going to go any deeper than that just with our roster right now. I think if Laurent Rice was still with us, it would be 9 for sure. But he's been dismissed, so I think we've kind of settled in on these 8. I am trying to disperse the minutes a little bit more, though, to try to keep these guys a little bit fresher and for us to be able to maintain our defensive intensity and focus for longer periods.
Appreciate your time today. Best of luck the rest of the season, Steve Prohm.
Thank you. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate you.
Always appreciate being with head coach Steve Prohm. Our Wednesday night coverage begins at 6 p.m. Central. And for more information on where you can catch the games, please visit mvc-sports.com. For the Missouri Valley Conference, I'm Harry Schroeder.